Since you're talking about the IRS, go right. No, come with the IRS. This is Marcus Fleming.
All right, it's 6 o'clock. If I may have your attention, I'd like to call the April 19th, 2018 meeting of the Board of Trustees of Tarrant County College District to order. Mr. Gates, any public comments? No public comments, but we do have a special event, and I'd like to call Dr. Sharia Taylor to the podium, along with Mr. Steve Smiley. We have a changing of the guard tonight.
Good evening, Mrs. Appleman, Dr. Giovannini, members of the board. I am Sharia Taylor, and I am the new Joint Consultation Committee Chair for the 2018-19 academic year. At this time, we would like to recognize Mr. Steve Smiley, who is our outgoing chair, and thank him for his service, his time, and his dedication to the JCC and the work of TCC.
Thank you. Thank you, Sharia. Mrs. Appleman, board, Dr. Giovannini, thank you for the opportunity to serve Tarrant County College in this way. It's been 6 years, and as I've said before, I am by nature not a polite person, and it's been a very long 6 years being a polite person. And my wife, for my birthday, she knows that's, you know, because you talk to your wife and she sees how this works out. I've had a great time solving some of the problems, but she noticed that I was returning back to my role back in the classroom and a little more contemplative role. So my birthday was this month, so she bought me what's called a slow time watch. And it only has one hand. And the hand, it takes 24 hours for it to go completely around. So you don't know what minutes are, you don't know what seconds are. And she said, you know, she thought I might need that in returning to my old role. So she's taking care of me. But I really did appreciate the opportunity and plan to continue serving in some manner, either as a senator or Senate chair. Probably won't be faculty president-elect or president again and on the JCC. But I'm sure we'll see you again as we move forward. Thank you very much.
Steve, do you have some of your folks with you?
Yeah, I do
Dr.
have some of
Taylor?
the old guys.
Let's have the old guys first.
Yeah, I'm going to tell the old guys that are leaving. There are four.
Okay.
Leanne Reginolds, who teaches government on the Northeast campus.
Stand up when he
Yeah,
calls
she's
your
not here.
name
I think
so we
there's
can
only one here, the
acknowledge.
brave one. Greg Dewhurst teaches music on Southeast. Rob Little, history on Northwest. And William Blackburn, biology on Trinity River. I think all the rest of them are continuing in some role.
All right,
So,
and we'll let Dr. Taylor introduce. Thank you all.
I I'd like to introduce to you the JCC for the upcoming academic year. So we'll start with the South Campus. The president is Ms. Shala Deraney, and the president-elect is Ms. Robbie Sheffy. At the Northeast Campus, the president is Kevin Harper, who is also the JCC chair-elect, and Sarah Beth Reed is the president-elect. At Trinity River, the president is Mark Anderson, and Cindy Mask will serve as president-elect. From Connect, Christina Sullivan is current president, and Julia Quarles will serve as president-elect. Sorry, now I can't see. From the Northwest Campus, Melissa Perry is president, and Daiju Hashino will be president-elect. And finally, from Southeast Campus, Charles Desashore is the president, and tomorrow, their president-elect will officially be announced.
Welcome,
Thank you.
and we look forward to working with all of you.
At this time, if you will come, we'll take a picture with the board members.
Yeah, I can name my whole board. How are you? You can't stay out of trouble. I'm impressed you did that without even name tags. I'm not sure I can name my 7 folks. Everybody, come on down.
Everybody here, nice big smiles. 1, 2, 3. Cool, thank you.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, well, they take turns. All right, I would ask the board approval of the minutes of the meeting of March 22nd.
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Ayala, seconded by Mr. Heed. Any additions or corrections? All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, trustees, what is that guy on TV say? Tell me something I don't know. What- Who has something to report or talk about? I do. Okay, Reverend Evans.
I have the opportunity the first week in April to serve a group of students on South Campus through what they call barbershop talk. And it was an opportunity to talk to the students about life, leadership, entrepreneurship. And it was a great time, and I appreciate Dr. Jordan and the student body for inviting me to serve.
Thank you for doing that. Dr. Morrison?
Yes. Today I was on South Campus for the second annual symposium, which is a part of the African American Health Expo, which is in its 18th year, and actually started on South Campus this first few years and has ventured other places, but is now back at South Campus. And so today our topic was health disparities, the silent killer. And what all of the experts said is, you know, the number one cure for health disparities is education. And as we talked about that, we realized how important our facility is in meeting that challenge. I had invited Dr. Joe Cameron, who's Dean of Health Services on Trinity River Campus, to come and to talk about the many programs that we offer, because one of the issues in healthcare is trust between the caregiver and the provider. And so it's essential that patients have people that look, think, and sound like them. And so he talked about the 14 different programs that are offered at Trinity River Campus and invited people to send people his way to recruit. We also had some of our financial aid people there today who were able to interact with the audience. It was a great event. We had about 70 people. It was supposed to be only 50 because it was RSVP only. It was well subscribed to. Dr. Jordan and his staff did a great job. And on Saturday, the community-wide event will be held in the gymnasium on South Campus from 10 to 2. We'll have about 80 healthcare providers there, the THR mammogram, there'll be many different healthcare screenings, so the public is invited. It's free and open to everyone. So it's a great event, and we're happy that South has taken ownership of it. Thank you.
Thank you. The gala? No, go ahead. Dr. McIntosh is here. He's not quite ready to let loose with any figures, but.
Saturday night, we had an incredible event at the where were we?
The Fort Worth Club.
Fort Worth Club.
You had too much wine.
No. And it was a fundraiser for scholarships for South Campus. It was a first-class event. It was a masquerade party. You'll see some of the familiar faces there without masks. But I don't know how much money we raised. Joe, do we know yet? Still counting.
That's awesome.
That's good. But it was just a wonderful event, very classy. Your food was excellent. It was really nice. I hope we continue to do things like that. Look at that. Who is that guy?
Who wants to guess?
Yeah. Yeah, with the wine bottle. I wonder who that was.
I wonder.
So, anyway, a good time was had by all.
Yes.
It was. It was a very lovely affair, and hopefully raise some scholarship dollars for South Campus students. And Dr. McIntosh, while we have you on our mind, come tell us a little bit about the scholarships awarded to those outstanding math students.
Well, thank you for being on your mind. I appreciate that. This week we had a celebration event on April 17th. We had the 30th Annual Bowling Math Competition Awards. This is really a time to celebrate the best of students in the math discipline. Just to kind of put it in context, let me give you a little history. This competition grew out of a National Student Mathematics League competition. The national one was in 1970, but this is an opportunity for community college students to compete in 2 rounds of testing in the various areas of math. Dr. Jim Bolin was a longtime instructor on Northeast Campus in the math department, and he really saw the benefit of engaging students in this. So TCC's involvement can be attributed directly to him. And then along came his brother, former Fort Worth Mayor Bob Bolin, who Bob just really saw the potential for this and became a great champion and set about raising money to help support awards for the program. This year, Tarrant County College ranked #1 in the Southwest region. And 8 of Tarrant County College students scored in the top 20 in the whole region.
Wow.
So that is something to celebrate, isn't it?
Yes.
Across the nation, we were 15th out of 178 two-year colleges competing in the competition. Now, I'm not going to read every name, but just to show you kind of the distribution of students across the district that participated. There were over 270 students that participated in this program. Wednesday, we presented awards totaling over $367,000 and both scholarships and monetary awards to the top performers. Each year, we have university partners that participate to provide transfer scholarship awards. Texas Women's University, TCU. This year, University of Dallas, for the first time, was a participant, and Texas Wesleyan. In years past, we've had Baylor, Tarleton, UNT, and even UTA participate. And then, so what? But here's an example. This young man, Thin Doan, he was winner of the 2015 Bolin Scholarship to TCU. This year, he's the senior scholar at TCU in both the math and economic departments. So, again, that's something to say about the potential and of these students. This couldn't be done at all without the campus coordinators and the faculty that encourage and coach and train these students. So this is all attributed to their good work, and we want to celebrate their achievement as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
A lot of good things going on district-wide. Ms. Ayala, you...
I'm just going to give an update, if I
Okay,
can,
yes,
on
please.
our committee meeting. Is that okay? Or
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay. Earlier this month, our auditors updated the committee on two specific areas. One of them was around contract terms compliance of contract terms, and the second one was around the purchasing area. And the college engages with vendors on a regular basis to augment the workforce to help maintain our infrastructure. And so we were verifying through samplings and of invoices and payments and things like that to verify that, you know, we are meeting our contracts and we are meeting our contract terms and acting accordingly in accordance with the contract. As far as the purchasing card program, we have a program that helps to, I guess it would increase the efficiency of purchasing overall. And we have some very effective processes and policies and procedures in place. And so what we're going to do going forward is we're going to enhance those, clarify them a little bit more, and then also implement a few key internal controls to make sure that we ensure that consistency going forward. So overall, I think the audit just affirmed that we have some positive things going on. We have some really good internal controls, and we want to thank the Internal Audit Committee and the internal auditors actually for all the work that they've done and for every individual that helps support the audit. We really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. A lot of good things going on. If you've been reading the Collegian, you know that our TCC dancers for the third time in history has been selected to perform at the American College Dance Association's regional closing gala concert. And I learned something. I didn't even know we had a tennis club. And they're headed to a national competition. And this will be the first time, so that's why I didn't know. We'll compete in the United States Tennis Association's Tennis on Campus National Championship in Orlando, Florida. And then finally, the Collegian itself. Anyone here from the Collegian? No? Usually there is. Has won yet 30 more awards from a statewide college media convention held in March in Dallas. They continue. It's like, ho-hum, what else have you won this time? And then be sure if you go downtown this weekend to the Main Street Arts Festival to go by and see our booth at 4th and Main. Ms. Groves tells me it's outstanding that the Chancellor visited today, and you liked it too. Serves us well. Good publicity. And then many of you are going to Zoo Day on Sunday. And the weather's supposed to be good. It's going to rain all day Saturday, but then Sunday's going to be pretty. And that is the district's thank you to all of our full-time employees for their many years and days of service. And I understand 700 responded, which took the actual count up to 3,000 people. The zoo's ready for you, though. And there's going to be some very special entertainment and activities. So I hope you will enjoy the day and know how much we appreciate you and pass it on. You've noticed a couple of empty seats, I hope. It's sort of embarrassing if you didn't notice they were missing, but 3 of our presidents are gone, and that's because Dr. Peter Jordan is receiving an award this week at the International Convention of Phi Theta Kappa, which is the Honor Society. It's the largest and most prestigious when you look them up. Not only good grades, but those students spend time learning social skills and professional skills. And the best part about it is that the students nominated Dr. Jordan, and that's a real gesture, I think. Dr. Coppola was honored previously. He's with Dr. Jordan to be sure he behaves, and Dr. Blankenbaker went with to make both of them behave. So it's called the Shirley B. Gordon Award, and we are very proud of all 3 of those presidents. So. Anything else? It's been like talking about your children and grandchildren. Okay, we have 2 items on the consent agenda which we reviewed and discussed in Governance Committee meeting, and I would ask the board's approval of the proposed policy changes for the local DEC and as well as the proposed policy changes for EBA local. Motion to approve the consent agenda. Dr. Morrison.
Second.
Seconded by Dr. Evans. All those in favor, aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, we'll move into agenda items, starting with facilities. Mrs. Petty, item number 7, the consideration and approval of Chambers Engineering contract to provide infrastructure improvements to accommodate bus service on the Southeast Campus in the amount of $389,502.91. Motion to approve. Mr. Heed. Seconded Dr. Evans. What questions do you have for Ms. Petty? All those in favor, aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 8, consideration and approval of Chambers Engineering contract to provide infrastructure improvements to accommodate bus service on Northeast Campus in the amount of $497,551.58. Motion to approve. Dr. Evans, seconded by Mr. Heed. Questions? Again, especially those of you on the JCC who might be new, we have gone over this agenda and all of the items previously, and so we know what we're voting on. But this gives us another chance to review and ask questions. All those in favor of item number 8, please say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration and approval of cooperative agreement purchase of equipment for emergency power system upgrade on Southeast Campus in the amount of $392,203. Motion to approve. Dr. Evans, seconded by Dr. Morrison. Any questions, comments? All those in favor, aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 10, consideration and approval of cooperative agreement equipment purchase of switchgear for Northwest Campus in the amount of $227,284. Motion to approve. Mr. Heed, seconded by Dr. Evans. Any questions, comments? All those in favor, aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 11, consideration and approval of Mart, Inc. to provide construction services for renovation and installation of a kiln on Northeast Campus in the amount of $113,604,000. Motion to approve. Mr. Heed. Second, Dr. Evans. Questions, comments? All those in favor, aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 12, consideration and approval of Texas Refrigeration equipment purchase, installation, and repair of chilled heating water piping on Northeast Campus in the amount of $2,357,807.17. Motion to approve. Dr. Morrison. Second, Dr. Evans. Questions, comments? All those in favor, aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 13, consideration and approval of TD Industries contract to provide equipment and mechanical, electrical, and plumbing services for renovation of the Natatorium on South Campus in the amount of $495,901.19. Motion to approve. Dr. Morrison, seconded by Mr. Heed. Questions, comments? All those in favor, aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 14, consideration and approval of TD Industries contract to provide equipment and services to replace the Health Science Building HVAC system on South Campus in the amount of $296,552.85. Motion to approve. Dr. Evans, seconded by Mr. Ayala. Any questions, comments? All those in favor, aye. Motion carries. You got off easy tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for standing there.
It won't be easy now. We have all the work to do.
I know, that's true, a lot of it. Okay, Mr. Ragu's trying to keep up with Ms. Petty in a number of items, but he's still one short. Item number 15, consideration and approval of Ellucian Central Helpdesk 24/7 Services Contract Extension. This is $65,827 monthly for 12 months for a total amount of $789,924. Motion to approve. Second, motion by Mr. Heed, seconded by Dr. Evans. Questions, comments? All those in favor, aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Consideration and approval of solid border Palo Alto firewall subscriptions in the amount of $192,743. Motion to approve. Mr. Heed. Dr. Evans. Questions, comments? All those in favor, aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 17, consideration and approval of Rosetta Stone Foundations for Higher Education in the amount of $687,000. Motion to approve. Mr. Heed. Seconded by Dr. Evans. Questions, comments? All those in favor, aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 18, consideration and approval of SKC Communications contract to provide equipment, parts, and systems to be installed in 50 TCCD classrooms in the amount of $544,313.97. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Dr. Evans, seconded by Mr. Heed. Questions, comments? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Another thing for those of you who are new is all of this is, you can get it online, the justification, if you will, the explanation, the description of the project. So please know that that's available for you. All right, item number 19. Consideration and approval of Blue Metal Architects contract for student pathways technology design in the amount of $420,168. Motion to approve. Mr. Heed, seconded by Ms. Ayala. Dr. Patrick, hello. Welcome. Dr. Patrick. Maria. All those in favor, aye. Any opposed? Item number 20, consideration and approval of purchase Microsoft Premier Support Plan renewal in the amount of $160,030. Motion to approve. Mr. Heed. Ms. Ayala. Seconded by Ms. Ayala. All those in favor, aye. Any opposed? Item number 21, consideration and approval of D&M Enterprise contract for project management services not to exceed $1,478,720. Motion to approve. Mr. Heed, seconded. Dr. Evans. All those in favor, aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Ragu.
Thank you very much.
Dr. McClendon, monthly financial report.
Good evening. We're now using our summarized version on our financials. When we look at our total income for the 7th month, there's nothing outstanding that we're not expecting. We're sitting on 90%, which means we've gotten most of our revenue so far. So now we will be on a declining scale of using our revenue. When we look at our total expenses, we're on 58% of the 7th month. That's pretty much as we predicted. And if we look at our investments, like I just mentioned before, we are now consuming as we have received. So decrease really means that we took in less than we needed, so we had to take out. If we look at our short-term activity, we have none. Our agencies, we retired $110 million federal FFBC matured. Our total portfolio decreased by $13 million, which was our pool, and our one-term loan thing. Our yield is at 1.63. Our WAM is at 352 days versus 65. Any questions?
I just wanted to comment that I like this format. It's
Thank you,
very
Ms.
concise,
Ayala.
so thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I didn't want to rob it from anybody, but thank you. I appreciate it, madam.
It's very thorough.
We should show our new JCC people the before and the after. Thank you, Dr. McClendon. Dr. Giovannini?
Yes, just one thing that I'd like to highlight related to activities, and you'll see about 7 different visits to campuses as well as district office staff, and those visits were all very similar in nature to really discuss the continued process of working on our principles, but more importantly, the progress that's been made on 4 of those principles, The champions, those are the presidents, in this case, Dr. Blankenbaker, Dr. Gobin, Dr. Madison, and Dr. Jordan, focusing on the instructional principles related to instruction, both inside and outside the classroom, as well as the two principles related to student services. So a bulk of the majority of the time was spent by those champions providing an update as to the work that's been done. And really the people in the audience did the work, so it was really very confirming in a lot of ways, as well as the plans in moving forward. And it's really a good indication of the beginning of moving as one college and working as one college. We have a long, long way to go. But the process, I think, of engaging people in the manner in which we are doing so is working. So thank you.
Thank you for the time involved there and the effort, and to all of you who participated. We are going into closed session, and we do anticipate some action following. So you're welcome to stay. We go into the other room to meet, and then we'll come back out to reconvene. So closed session will include deliberation of real property, Section 551.072 of the Texas Government Code, deliberation on personnel matters, Section 551.074 Texas Government Code, and consultation with attorneys, Section 551.071 Texas Government Code. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We look forward to seeing you again. And enjoy Sioux Day. I'm going to crash your party. All right, I will call the meeting back to order at 7:15, and Mr. Heed will read a motion, resolution.
I move to give the Chancellor authorization to negotiate the disposition of the property located at 1500 Houston Street, Fort Worth, Texas. This includes, but is not limited to, authorization to select a real estate broker subject to board approval, and to commission appraisals, environmental analyses, and other due diligence assessments of the property, comma, to engage a title company and to negotiate a lease or contract for the disposition of the property.
Second? Reverend Evans. Any discussion? All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you for staying with us.